I was a little nervous making this video because I want to admit that fear of failure is destroying my life. I believe it is destroying many other people's lives too. I want to tell a story about my life. I am the person who tells myself constantly that failure is a part of life. It is the stepping stone for the success. I know that from the conscious mind, I tell that myself every day, not verbally, but like unconsciously. I know, I have a feeling that I know that failure is a part of life. But still, I procrastinate a lot. I was like, I never do the things. I just make things on mind. I overdone it. I overplan it. I see for the certainty, and I never take actions. And that is how it is costing my life. That fear of failure, the fear of shame, has been stuck for years, and it is like destroying my life because I'm lying to myself. On a surface level, I think that I know those things. So this failure is a part of my life, and the failure will actually help me to get better. But deep down, I was afraid of the emotions the failure is attached with, the fear of being exposed. These things is really affecting me, and I wanna tell how these things happens and how I'm trying to solve these issues. This thing is happening from like many years, 2-3 years, I will say on a note. What happens is I overplan things because whenever there is a task coming for me, whenever I plan things to do, what I do is I subconsciously feel the fear of being failures. And then what happens is we have a limbic system, amygdala, which is also known as amygdala. What does that do is like prevents you from intense movement. We still feel that like my limbic system take over prefrontal cortex. My logical mind shut down, and I think like a task is a threat to me. Listen, I don't feel this on a surface level. I feel this on a unconscious level. I don't feel like whenever I have a task, I don't feel like I'm afraid of that and I try to run. No, that thing happen very deep layer. That thing happen like on a deep down. I'm not even like aware of that. That happens through unconscious, and these things works in a loop. Whenever there is a task, I feel there is a sensation of threat. That's why my limbic system take over and hijack the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for making logical decision making. And that's why I get stuck in a loop, and I feel depressed, stressed. That is the main thing, and it is affecting my life as well. When I see fears, it is not just a fear of failure, it is actually being fear of exposure. What I do, or many people do, is they see, what if I fail even after trying hard? What if I fail like doing many hard efforts, giving hard efforts? What if I fail? And the brain says, don't do this. Then there's no chance of failure because you avoid this thing completely. And that the procrastination loops continues and continues and continues. It's going on for years. The time passes and you feel like more stressed because you are trying to avoid things which later creates more stress to you. If you avoid things, then these things can help you on a short term for relieving stress. If there is something to do and I avoid it, it is fine for me. For sometimes I feel amazing and I feel like the stress is gone. But that stress is not really gone. It will come back over me at some point of my life. And that will affect me more because like there's stress of other tasks plus the previous task. And there's more stress. That means there is more chance of procrastinations, more chance of having fear from the failure, and the loop continues and continues and continues. This thing happened to many people. The first thing what I'm trying to do is I try to be strict on myself. I try to be like harsh on myself, but that does not work. that will create more stress for you. Having practicing self-compassion is must get out of this. I'm still on the process. You have to admit the things. You have to observe the feeling. You have to observe the emotions, observe the thoughts, why this thing is coming to you, why you are feeling to take out or like escaping from the actions. You need to understand that, and you need to change the things, you need to break down the things, and you need to reframe the failure. I know this sound easy to say and hard to implement, but this is the way. This is the way to get out of this. You have to reframe the failure. You have to see failure not just on surface level, but you have to have a complete belief that failure is part of life. And you need to do things on a small steps, because our body or our mind is not designed to process a big chunk of things at once. This is how we designed. This is how we designed from the nature itself, or the God, as you want to call. We tend to focus on small things, break down your big goals, focus on small things, have self-compassion. I think this things is helping me, and I believe if you are feeling such things, it will help you. For now, I just want to say, in summary, what I want to tell is this is the unconscious act of self-defense. This is the loop, and it will continue forever. Try to see, go on the things like breaking down the tasks and see that things. And I cannot help you on this, but you need to reframe. You need to have like understanding about these things, why it is happening, and how can I change it with something other tasks which is appealing to me. Like if you try to avoid, if you try to take out the action part or take out the effort part, then it will come back to you, it will haunt you in the future. The best thing is focusing on the underlying issue, such as your health. Focus on your health. Exercise, meditations, that thing helps on everything. That thing will help you to have a better understanding, to have better thought. This thing will help you on every dimension of your life. And also on this thing, you are not afraid of failure, you're afraid of being exposed. You are lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. First thing is accepting it, that you're lying to yourself, and you will see it. Try it. Breaking down your thing, it's not easy, and following that is not easy, but that is one of the most beneficial things. And lastly, I want to tell, have a self-compassion. Without self-compassion, you cannot overcome it. Without self-love, you cannot overcome it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for watching.